All right, welcome future Amazon sellers. We are kicking off your very first mission today. And that mission, should you choose to accept it, is to launch an Amazon FBA business right from Pakistan and to do it all on a lean budget. Your mission briefing starts right now.
So, you're thinking about selling on Amazon, huh? You've got that entrepreneurial spark, and you are absolutely ready to build something for yourself. Well, I gotta tell you, you've landed in the perfect spot to get the ball rolling.
Okay, but hold on. Before we dive in, let's get one thing crystal clear. This is our mission objective. This first launch, it's not about striking it rich overnight. Nope. The real purpose here is to become a master of the system. Your goal is to learn the entire Amazon process, inside and out. Trust me, that knowledge, that's the real prize.
We're gonna treat this just like a real mission briefing. First, we'll cover getting you set up, and then we'll get into the most critical part, the intelligence gathering phase, also known as product research.
You know, every mission requires the right gear. And for this operation, your gear is all your documentation. So let's get that seller account open so you can actually get into the game. So what's really great here is just how straightforward this checklist is. You need a basic email and a Pakistani phone number. That's easy. Then you'll need a high-quality scan of your CNIC or passport. And when I say high quality, I mean it. Make sure every single edge is visible. You'll also need a Pakistani debit card that's good to go for international transactions. And finally, a bank statement. Make sure it has a colored logo and is properly signed and stamped. Oh, and here's a great little pro tip for you. A NIAPay statement works perfectly for this too.
Now, I cannot stress this enough. This is absolutely critical. You have to triple check everything. Your name, your address, every single tiny detail on your application has to match your documents perfectly. I mean, literally one small mismatch and your account can get stuck in verification purgatory. That's a mission delay we definitely want to avoid.
All right, with all that paperwork sorted, we get to the really exciting part. Seriously, think of this as a treasure hunt. We are officially on the hunt for a winning product. This is where the fun begins. So, what do we even mean by product research? Well, think of it like being a detective. It's the art and science of analyzing what people are already buying, figuring out if you can get those items for a low cost, and then selling them at a price that leaves you with a nice, healthy profit.
Now, we can break this whole hunt down into two really clear stages so it doesn't get overwhelming. First up is finding the product idea. This is the creative part, the brainstorming, the fun discovery phase. And second, we have validating the product idea. This is where we put on our serious hats and find out if that cool idea can actually make you money.
The good news is, you're not going into this hunt blind. Your toolkit will have some seriously powerful software like Jungle Scout, Helium 10, and the Viral Launch Chrome extension. Believe me, these are the exact tools the pros use to slice through the data and find those hidden gems.
Okay, so let's say you found something. You've got a potential product, an idea. Now we have to put it to the test. Let's get into the validation phase and see if this thing actually has legs.
The very first test is a big one. Are we trying to compete directly with Amazon itself? Because what you really want is to find a little corner of the market where sellers like you can actually shine.
And here is your rule of thumb. If you search for your product and you see that little line, ships from and sold by Amazon, popping up more than 3 times in the top 10 results, that, my friend, is a massive red flag. It's probably best to pick a different fight.
All right, next check. Are you about to walk into a playground that's already owned by one single huge brand? Look, a little competition is good. It shows there's demand. But total domination? That's a whole different ballgame. So here's your next rule of engagement. If you're scanning those top 10 listings and you see 3 or more of them belong to the exact same brand, that market is probably already locked down. It just means 1 or 2 players are gobbling up all the sales. That's another huge red flag. Just move on and find an easier target. Okay, here are a few more quick-fire checks that are super important. Hop over to Google Trends and look at the last 5 years of search data for your product. You're looking for stable, consistent interest, not some flash-in-the-pan trend or a product that only sells at Christmas. And finally, you got to think about logistics. Keep your product under 1.5 kilograms and stay away from anything oversized. This is going to keep your shipping and storage fees way down.
So you've validated your idea. Awesome. But, you know, this Amazon jungle is still full of traps. So let's talk about the common minefields you need to spot and avoid to make sure your mission is a success. First things first, categories. Some categories like automotive, beauty, or even toys are what we call gated. That means you need special permission and invoices just to sell in them. For your first product, avoid that headache. Stick to the ungated categories that are wide open for new sellers like you.
Now this is a critical intel brief. Just stay away from anything easily breakable like glass. That's just asking for returns. Avoid hazmat products, anything with lithium-ion batteries, or anything even remotely weapon-related because of all the regulations. Oh, and also steer clear of products with tons of variations, like different sizes and colors, and definitely avoid things that make complex claims like health supplements. Just keep it simple.
And finally, let's talk patents. A utility patent protects how a product works. If you find one of these, it is a dead end. Do not pass go. Just avoid that product completely. A design patent, on the other hand, only protects how a product looks. Now, this is interesting, because if you can come up with a new, different design, well, there might just be an opportunity for you there.
Phew, we have covered a ton of ground, right? We talked about setting up your account, hunting for an idea, validating it, and dodging all the traps. Now it's time to put all that knowledge into practice. So here it is, your first official action point.
Your focus from this moment on needs to be razor sharp. I don't want you to find 10 ideas or even 5. Right now, your entire goal is to find just one.
So there you have it. That's your mission. Use every rule from this briefing to find and shortlist that one single product that's going to start your journey.
Look, the Amazon Marketplace is absolutely massive, and it is filled with opportunity. Now, it's your turn to go on the hunt. The only question left is, what amazing, winning product is just out there, waiting for you to find it? Good luck!